before I start the review, I wanna say that I have used the device for the last 2 to 3 months on a daily basis, have made a few videos on it as well, so if I miss anything then definitely go back and check out some videos that I did on it. Since there I covered playing games on it, how to keep it clean, shooting videos and taking pictures at night, because this is going to be the last video I do about the Z Flip 3 because I'm switching to a Galaxy S21 Ultra. Like I've mentioned on the intro, I'm swapping to a Galaxy S21 Ultra, not because I didn't like the device, but more because for what I do on a daily, the battery isn't really enough for me, as it has only 3300 mAh, and doing some heavy usage on it, it will run pretty quick out of juice. One thing to notice though is that the battery will last longer if you use it connected to your Wi-Fi and not to 4G or 5G. Many tests out there tend to show this somehow wrongly, and then many people say, oh well, 4 or 5 hours screen on time is perfect. Yeah, sure, you are going to get that if you use the device straight away, but using it outside, then put it in your pocket, then use it again, the antennas will consume a lot of battery just to surge and increase the signal. So really this is probably the only negative about the device. Now that we took the only negative out, let's talk about how gorgeous this design is. I still like it and I think I always will. Whenever you take it out of the pocket and open it in front of someone, oh man, trust me, it's going to turn heads around. Just make sure to keep it clean, because well, the screen is a dust magnet, but if you take care of that, then it's perfect. Many people talk bad about the display and especially the crease in the middle, and many are worried that isn't going to last long. Well, let me tell you that the crease was kinda weird at the beginning, but using it daily, then you notice it less and less and becomes the least problem of this device, which is keeping it clean and the poor small battery. Not to forget that the display has 120Hz refresh rate, which is awesome while scrolling through emails or comments on the internet. Will it break any soon? Well, I will say no, because when the phone is in your pocket, then it's always covered and protected. So in fact, it might last longer than many phones out there. Where it could break is having some dirt on the display and then closing it. That might damage it because the display is soft, but I will still say that this is the least worrying thing. Then there's a display in the front of it, which in my opinion is kinda useless, at least for me. For many out there that use the phone, maybe it's more useful, but well, not for me. I barely used it. Even for watching time, I was still opening it. It's just so cool opening it, and it feels good that you forget that the front display is there. And also not to forget that in the front display you can't really do much anyway. The only thing that I used on it was when someone was calling me, and well, it was the first thing that I saw. But that was more or less it. One thing that I loved about it was when answering a call. You just open it and it directly answers the call. And even more perfect, to end the call you just need to close it again and voila. One thing that many people are worried about and even say it's not good enough are the dual cameras. Well, in my testings it was more than good and had very sharp colors. I even tested it at night, took some photos and videos in 4K, even made a separate video about that, and the quality is really top notch. The only thing that misses is having a big zoom, but hey, many phones out there doesn't have this feature anyway, and even if they have, they take poor pictures. Apart from the small battery, this device has top specs. I'm amazed how many people on the internet say it's a mid-range device because it loses some battles on the zoom pictures and well, of course, the battery. But for me the pictures were very good. I was actually expecting worse, and the specs are just on top with any other top phone out there, so performance wise is a monster. Sure, let's not forget that this device is not for everyone, because flipping might be cool and satisfying, well, it might get boring after some time, and if you have small hands then you'll always need to use 2 hands to open it. But if you have big hands, then it's gonna be perfect to open it with 1 hand, but then the display might be too small for you. So in the end, it's not going to satisfy everyone. The best I would say, before you decide to buy one, go see it in person, play with it a little bit, and then decide if you want to buy it or not. I pre-ordered it before it even came out, so I couldn't really see one in person, and all I saw was YouTube videos, which were either good or bad. All in all, the design is great and the hinge is perfect. Opens and stays in different positions and it really feels sturdy. It feels like you have a good quality phone in your hands. To end this up, I think if the phone had a bigger battery, I will still have it today. Because I loved flipping it. I loved taking pictures with it, I hated cleaning it, and I actually loved watching videos on it. I would often put it on a table and watch a video. You can't imagine how handy is that. It's actually a feature that I will miss. It was fun while it lasted, but in the end I had to move on. Maybe on the next future model, if Samsung keeps improving it, then I definitely will give it a try. Until then, I'll stick with the bigger brother. Thank you guys for watching, I'll catch you on the next one.